Okay, I'm starting from the beginning so that it will be useful. Okay, there is nothing much. I started recording. Now I'm sharing the screen. First, you will verify whether what type of CPU architecture you are using. Just a minute. I'm just verifying it is recording or not. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, when you press LSCP, you will get the architecture. And after that, just type Miracle Crypto. Then you will get the GitHub link. Click the GitHub link. Then add the code, click it, and download it. Don't repo it. So don't clone the repo. Just download the zip file. So I've already downloaded. I'm just canceling it. Okay. At some desired location, you just download it. Then go to that location, open in terminal, and unzip it. Okay. So unzip, there is a command. Unzip. The file name. Okay, so if it'll ask you replace this, just give capital N, which is none. If you give small n, it just takes no and it will ask for some other n. So just give capital N and it is none. So everything is done. You could see that some files are extracted, okay, in your right side. Then cd into the folder. Open the terminal. We have already opened it. So, and now since my CPU is a 64-bit machine, I will run. Okay, just a minute. Let me first open this internet. Okay, fine. Okay, it is actually it is extracted into the test2 folder itself. Okay, fine. So mine is a 64-bit. I will run bash Linux 64. Okay. So it will just say cannot remove .exe. That is fine. If you are getting these two statements, then there is no problem. It is running fine. And if someone is not a 64-bit, you will just run bash space Linux, not 64. There won't be any 64. Okay. So you can see in the right side that some files are getting extracted or executed. Like the command
says you cannot execute binary file.
Pardon?
When you give the command bash Linux 64, it says cannot execute binary file.
Okay. You are simultaneously running along with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just like if you like when I have like I'll put a time for doubt session. At that point, you can ask me, because if you stop in middle, it would be a confusion. Okay. Even after the class, also we can discuss the doubts if the time doesn't permit. Okay. Because there won't be nothing like there won't be a big problem. Either some prerequisites, like if I'm using a GCC compiler or bash. See, if I'm using bash, I need some bash for the bash application to run. I need some commands executed previously, maybe that are not present in your system as of now. So those doubts I'll take it later. I'll help you out later. You can mail, or even if time permits, we can discuss that after this. So let us continue. So if it is a 64-bit architecture, then I will use bash Linux 64. And if it is not, you will just use bash Linux. Okay. After this, you'll get a folder called miracle.a. So if you see right side, there would be miracle.a. Okay, so actually there is some problem with my system. The click is not working properly. So this, if you can see, is highlighted. So just rename this as okay, I told you, right? Like my system has some problem with the click. Okay. Okay. So just rename it lib miracle dot a and just rename this. Okay, so after we have extracted this, there are a lot of example programs that basically end with C, .c. So this Brent, if you can see my mouse pointer, there is Brent.c, Brute.c. So there are lots of example C files. So and I will just ask you also to download one more GitHub folder uh, where which we have used previously. So I'll just download that and also share with you. So let me see. Okay. Okay, you can try Miracle. This was previously done by Fahim sir. He was my senior PhD student. Like he was my senior under Dr. Soumyadev Maitri itself. So he has prepared some sample codes. It is available in GitHub itself. So you can download that as well to. Okay, don't download it and test to like I am doing because there are already existing files. So you can download it somewhere. Maybe I've done. Okay, I've already downloaded in test one. So I'll be showing the same thing. So you can download it wherever you want. So test one I've already downloaded. So once you get this zip file, just extract it like previously with the command, but not. You can just extract it like you would have a extract, right? So using some extract application, you can extract it and you will get some files. Okay. So today I'll not discuss all the algorithms because do you have a idea of modular arithmetic and all these concepts and how you will use it for Diffie-Hellman key exchange? Anyone? Okay. Before that, I'll show you how you can compile. So once we have done these steps, we are ready to compile some C files that have been created with Miracle library using Miracle library. So one example I'll show you. This was previously done by Fahim sir. So here, if you could see, this is a simple program. Where the first important thing that why we are using Miracle libraries, it is a cryptography, like it has a lot of cryptographic functions, ready-made cryptographic function available, as well as we deal with large integers, right? So if you are familiar, when you are doing any program in C, when you want to take a large input, how, like example, long int, how many digits can it take as an input? How many bits you can share, how many digits can it store? Anyone? Okay, fine. So basically you will have some limitation.
64 bits.
Uh-huh.
Sir, it depends, sir. If it is if machine is 32-bit, then sir it's 32 bits, and sir if the machine is 64-bit, then sir it supports 64 bits.
Exactly. And so what they have done is they've created a separate library, this Miracle library, where you can actually, like if you say 64-bit, it is around, I think, 31 decimal. I mean, in the base 10, you will have 31 digits or 32 digits, right? You can represent 64 bits, at most 32 digits in base 10 format. So here what we are going to see is that we can work on large integers. So there are predefined, like in any programming language, you have data types and different type of like long int. So these data types will basically store different values. Okay. So this has predefined data types. Like here you have mirware. So this is a basic data type of this library, and you can use this for any basic data type. So it basically takes as a variable. And here before that, if you can see here, we are defining the like the system, Miracle system. So our system would be of base 10 and at most 5,000 digits. So we are defining it before that it will not. We are actually creating a fixed size uh, capacity of our program, how much it can handle maximum. So this value is the maximum it can handle. So basically we are giving 5,000 here. Then we are initializing and declaring the variables like you do in a C program. Int a equal to 0 you initialize basically. So in the similar format, you have a different type of initialization here. So that here we use mirware. Then there is a pseudo-random function within the library, that is irand function. So that takes input seed. So here we are giving some random seed so that we can generate some random values. Okay. So then this like this is you know that, right? Like get carry, you get some character from the what terminal or then we have this big dig where you will this function has like three two are inputs and the last one is the output. So you basically store the value from this. This 100 is the size of the. So if you are giving here 100, that means you are taking like it is going to generate a 100 digit, and this is the base. Here you can see 10. Like we generally talk about the base 10 in this program, so that is why we are using 10. If you are giving it 2, it means binary, right? 0 or 1. So you are defining here the number of digits it should have and what is the base. Okay. Then the value will be randomly assigned. Since we are using irand, a random value, and also this big D will take a random value from what that pseudo random function and will generate the value A. Similarly, it will generate B. So similar to print, like in C you have printf, it is also the same. So basically this Miracle library is built over, like it is using C. So it is completely in C, but it has its own like these are its own functions that they have defined. So this outname will actually print the value whatever is in the first into the standard output. So standard output is nothing but our terminals here, or you can print it into a file or whatever output, whichever output device you want to give. So it will basically print there. So here we are giving standard output. This is the same. Then we have functions, different inbuilt functions like add. Then we have subtract. See, if you could say I'm not defining any functions here. So since we are using miracle.h. So these functions are already inbuilt, and you can just use that functions to compute the values. Okay, so first let us see with a 10-digit number and how can we compile a program. So here I'm not going to explain you in detail the syntaxes, because you can read it by yourself from the Miracle homepage, from GitHub or documentation page. So there are a lot of functions and lot of definitions that you can learn. So I'm just giving an overview so that you can use the basic thing is installing a Miracle library that will help you to work on different implementations of various protocols. So this is like, if you are able to successfully install it, then afterwards the programs you can write it yourself. That shouldn't be a big problem, because you are habituated to do a lot of programs, right? Writing programs. So let us see how you can compile this. I'm just saving it. Okay, so I'm into, like, I've seeded into that folder. Since this is a .c program, you generally use this GCC compiler. Then the file name .c. So the file name is b underscore arithmetic .c. Then yeah, then you have a hyphen I, capital I. Okay, so in the right side you can see that I've extracted, right, before just before I've extracted these files, and there are a lot of header files in this. If you observe, like gf2m.h, and there are a lot of header files. So whenever you're compiling, the header file should be linked to the program you are running, right? So basically I'll just take the location of this header files. Okay, just a minute. So wherever you have stored previously, you can take that location. So taken the location of that header file. So there are multiple header files, and those header files will end with a .h, and those all files should be linked to this program, right? Whatever you are compiling. Okay, let me see. Okay, fine. So Control Shift V, if I give, I'm able to copy, paste it. So the location to that. And previously we have renamed the miracle.a file to libmiracle.a, right? So you have to give the location of that file as well. So it is in the same folder. So I'm using again the same path, and also the file name, libmiracle.a. Okay, and I think it should compile. Okay, something went wrong. Okay, the spelling is wrong. Arithmetic spelling is wrong. Okay, again, let me see.
Sir, it should be ARI.
Okay. Pardon? Which one you are saying?
I'm saying that you are compiling the C file B/ARI.
Just a minute. 1 minute.
Still the name of arithmetic is wrong, he's saying.
Yeah.
I think so. No, it can be wrong, but it should be the same as that I've used, no? The file name. Okay.
So you can use tab button to automatically.
Got it. ARI. Okay. Fine. Okay. Let me verify. Okay, fine. So the file name was wrong. That is why it was not complete. So this is general procedure to compile. So there are a lot of example programs that you can try and compile. So I've compiled it and I have not given any output file, right? So it would be just a dot out, right? So just run that a dot out dot / a dot out. So basically in the program, if you have seen, I've given 3 getchars, just like for it is of no importance, but I'm just giving some character. It is of no relevance, but I've given getchar. That is why it is asking me some character to input. So if you could see, the number of digits would be 10. Okay, let me open the program as well so that I'll be able to understand. So here, when you are defining it, you have given the first input to this function is nothing but the number of digits. So I've given here 10 digits. Okay, so that is why you are getting 10. And we have some operations here like addition, subtraction, and multiplication as well as division. Okay, so just for every what operation I've given a getchar so that you will be able to see. Okay, so next I'm giving some 2, or then you have this subtraction, then there is subtraction as well as multiplication and division. Okay, so this here you might be getting 2 because it is taking only the integer value, the decimal value. To operate it with the decimal values, you might be dividing needing some other function. Okay, so basically let us see if we want to like work on 100 digits number, because that is what we are looking for. We want to work on large numbers, because your public keys or private keys in encryption systems or different security protocols, you will be dealing with large numbers, right? So let us see, like we want to just increase the size. So now I've made it 100, and let me recompile it.
Sir, the maximum number of digits that big can hold is 5,000, that we have defined initially.
Yes, in Miracle here we have given, right? So
yes, sir, that 5,000. That means
so
each ABC can hold maximum of 5,000 digits.
Exactly. So we are limiting it to 5,000. Okay. So just recompile and something. So if you could see, the size is increased, and it would obviously be 100. Okay. So there is A, B of 100 digits. So there are different functions, cryptographic functions which you can directly use from this Miracle library. Those details you get from the Miracle documentation. I think it is not required to teach you each and every syntax of what is what, right? You can just go through the documentation, and you will be finding what function is useful for what, or which syntax is to be used for which types. Okay, so this is a basic program that you can run. And like, have you completed RSA or Diffie-Hellman key exchange in your cryptography course as of now?
The cryptography has not yet started.
Okay, good. Not a problem. You can see. Before, like, first thing is you have to safely install this Miracle library so that you can start experimenting on your own. So like, let me show you where you can find the documentation of this. So there are 2. See, first one is the original Miracle library, and this here the other link, that both I will be posting in the classroom. This one was created by Feinshare for the network security course itself. You can see it was done for the last semester. So these are example programs, how you can use different. If you want to understand RSA encryption, first you have to know what is RSA encryption, right? So no problem. As time is also like sir told me to cover it within 1 hour. So first we have tried with okay, I'll show you one more difference. One more. So let me close this program. The difference between normal library and using this library. Okay. So here factorial, you could say there are two C programs. Basically, both are factorial. Like if you give input some number, you have to find the factorial of that number. So you must have all done in your BTech or MTech or whenever these small programs. So this finding a factorial, this is a general C program. Okay. So what would be the difference? Like as I told you, when you want to work on large numbers, so if you give factorial of 65, so it can be around like maybe 30 or 35 digits number or 40 digits number or more. I do not know. So when you give it, this program will not be able to handle. It might give you the wrong outputs as well. So let us see the difference. And you like right, if factorial of 5 is nothing but the multiplication of all the digits till 1, 5 into 4 into 3 into 1, right? So let me just compile this C program. So I'm just using the GC compiler and nothing else. I'm not linking anything because it is a simple C program. Okay, it has compiled. I'm not given any output file, so I'm just using a.out. So let us just take example of 10. Okay, first initially. So it is coming out to be 3628800. Okay. Then we will just rerun it again and give some 100. Okay, 100. So it is coming out to be 0 because it is not able to handle the large value, right? You are just storing maybe it in long int. As someone told, long int is around 64 bits. So it would be maximum 30 digits or something. And sometimes it might give you as well a wrong output, not just 0. Some example I've tried previously for maybe 65 or something. So it is giving this value. So and this value is not the right output because the value is very large and it is just maybe concatenating or cutting it to some value. I don't know how this value is coming out, but let us see this similar program, factorial program in Miracle library. Okay. So let me run this. So it is so similar syntax that I've previously told you. You have to give the file name, the location of the header files. Okay, so wherever the header files are there, wherever you have extracted it, you have to give the location of that. Then the location of the library, libmiracle.a. So it is in the same location test2 folder. Okay, fine. Okay, include. Okay, I must have done something wrong. Okay, I have not given the linking command.
-I, sir, -I.
Exactly. Okay, fine. So that is why you see you can note down the syntaxes because a small error would leave you like consuming your time to rectify where it has gone wrong. Okay, so just note down the commands so that it would be easy for you whenever you are executing it. Okay, so we will try the same values that we have previously tried to differentiate. Let me close this. Okay. So first let me give 10 itself. So it is the same value because it is a small value, it seems to be same. So let us give 65 so that we can differentiate. So if you could see, the value is large, but here it is concatenating only, not concatenating actually. It is excluding some values, or it is giving some garbage value. So here you can see that we are able to work on large numbers. Okay.
Hello,
And
sir.
let us also check with 100. Can it give the value? It is able to give. Let us check with some other big number. Maybe 2500. So it is very large. 2500 is very, very large. Maybe it is more than 5000 digits or more than that. Okay. So 150. So this is a very large like number. So you will be able to work on those numbers, or you can do multiplication, addition, so and whatever cryptographic algorithms are there, you will be basically doing operations, right? If you are using exponentiation, if you see Diffie-Hellman KXN, you generally do pare, or where G is the generator. So these details you might not understand whenever I'm talking Diffie-Hellman, unless I show you the protocol, or unless I tell you the protocol. So first,
sir.
let us see if you are able to successfully install this Miracle library and run these programs. Try it, everyone, and if anyone is facing a problem, they can let me know. Okay. So everyone from the beginning, start trying to install the Miracle library. Okay, I'm stopping the share screen, and I'm also.
Hello.